As a woman in her 30s, are you feeling stuck in life and looking for ways to get out of the drudgery of life? Then this video is for you. Hi, I am Kumar, the creator of Vidyarty Creations. I have been practicing art for the past 20 years. I am a late bloomer too. Most women around the age of 35 to 40, whether homemaker or a working professional, typically goes through a phase in life when they start feeling empty inside. This phase is called midlife crisis. It is a period of deep reflection and emotional turbulence driven by hormonal shifts, a shift in the roles like empty nest, career stagnation, etc. The most common experiences can be relating to the identity crisis. You are now questioning your role outside the traditional roles of a mother, a wife, or a daughter. You may start wondering, what is the purpose of life beyond these roles? You may face a loss of motivation or feeling stuck with the same routine. Part of this is hormonal changes causing mood swings. It may also be due to nostalgic memories of growing up years, regrets of not being able to fulfill your childhood dreams. You start wanting to reinvent yourself, changing careers, or start something new, but you don't know where to start. It happened to me too. As I settled into a routine of sending my husband and son to their respective institutions in the morning and carrying on my daily affairs through the day, a thought occurred that today, if I die, will it make a difference to anyone at all? This thought pondered me day in and day out. Luckily for me, I got enrolled into a meditation program that changed my outlook completely. I understood certain basic realities. One, that no one is coming to save you. You have to make the change that you desire. Blaming others is not a solution. Second, your life is what you make out of it. We do not come into this life with a roadmap. Every problem is a hint to your purpose. Start from where you are, immaterial of your age or stature in life. Your happiness is an inside job. Your happiness is not an outcome of what is happening outside of you. It is how you react from the inside. From my experience and insights, I have come with a few tips for women who are going through a phase and are seeking solutions. Seeking solutions, not merely complaining. The fact that you are watching this video itself means that you are looking for a way out. So here is my 5-step solution. Step 1. Find the me time. We find ourselves so busy in taking care of others, engrossed so much in the daily routine, that we forget to give ourselves any valuable time. Here I am not talking about the visit to the parlor or shopping. I am referring to a time to ruminate about oneself, to daydream without guilt. It can be any duration, between 10 minutes to half an hour a day, just to be with yourself undisturbed. Select a time when no one will disturb you, early in the morning or mid-morning or afternoon, when you find yourself all alone. Let your thoughts run wild. Find out what is your interest. Who are you basically? What gives you happiness? What have you always wanted to be? How can you make this situation suitable to your liking? Don't hold back on your imagination. Don't restrict yourself. Allow thoughts to crystallize before taking any action. It may take a month or two, doesn't matter. This step is important because you need to first know about yourself, where you want to be. At this stage of life, you are not a naive young girl. You now have both the maturity and experience to know what you want in life. Step 2. The next step is to start journaling. It is said that once you write down your problems, half of them get solved there itself. Make a list of things that you want to change about your present life, a bucket list of things that you want to do, your goals, short term or long term. Make it a habit to write a page or two about what you feel. This prevents the constant mind chattering and clears your thoughts. It's easier to achieve your goals when you see them in black and white. You don't need any fancy notebooks. Just simple school notebook is enough. Return to your goals often and make changes as often as you want. You will finally get a clarity about what you want. Step 3. Now is the time for real action. Get out of your comfort zone. Once you have some idea of where you want to go, start taking actions. Start learning some new skills, brush up some old ones. It could be gardening, traveling, new languages, computers, or anything of your choice. Start small. Here I would like to put a word of caution. Don't be deterred by the naysayers. Don't let passing comments of your near and dear ones hinder you. Be driven by your inner voice. Personally, although I loved cooking, it was not only becoming monotonous and boring, but I also started worrying about putting on weight. I decided to explore other hobbies, and the first thought that came to my mind was my mother's beautifully framed, machine embroidered thread painting that I had appreciated so much as a child on the walls of my grandpa's house. I bought a fashion maker, sewing machine, and started taking classes to brush up my skills. This started my journey into a world of art. Little did I know then that this decision would change my world forever. When I look back, it feels like magic. Another example is my sister in law, who also was a homemaker and decided to volunteer at a local institute for special needs children at about the same time that I took up art. Today, she heads a school for special needs children and is greatly appreciated for her selfless service. You never know how life unfolds. All you have to do is to take the first step. Not everything is about money. There are two sides to this statement. When I said start learning new skills, it may involve paying for classes and materials. Here's what I did. I decided to take a small sum of monthly expense as a pocket money, an amount that could be easily spent on an evening out or buying a new dress. 20 years ago, it was just rupees 1000. Thus began my journey into art world. The other side of the story is trying to monetize too early. The social media these days are full of advice on this. But beware, starting a business without the right skill sets and attitude can lead to more trauma than any real benefits. Take your time to first live your life fully. Learn the craft. Monetary benefits will follow. In other words, don't make money your primary goal when you're starting out into a new venture. There is a lot of learning curve and experimentation. You don't want to add one more thing to worry about. Tip 5. Keep yourself motivated. Once you have decided to make the changes in your life, initially it will be very rosy and bright. But as you move along, you need a lot more motivation to continue. The best example is when you start going to the gym. After a couple of weeks, every muscle will protest and you may want to quit. But quitting isn't an option anymore. Here are a few ideas to keep you motivated. In her book, The Artist's Way, Julia Cameron gives two important tips. Number one, reward yourself whenever you feel you have made a good progress in your endeavor. I used to do this whenever I completed a new painting. I used to buy myself a new art material that I wanted to try out, like pastel colors or a paint box, whenever I completed a good piece of art. Second point, take your inner child, and in my case, the budding artist, to an outing. I have done this so often. It is really very refreshing. I would go to the beach or the mall. You are no more dependent on anyone else to acknowledge your small achievements. Slowly, others will also notice not only your achievement but also your change in personality. Other ways to start motivating yourself is to read about people who have walked your path before you. One person that I was particularly inspired by was Louise Hay. Her story truly inspires. Reading or listening to the Bhagavad Gita, Wayne Dyer, Brian Tracy, Eckhart Tolle also helped me a lot. I hope this video is motivating enough to start living your life with a new outlook. Let me know in your comments if this video resonates with you and what you did to bring about the changes. In my next video, I will like to talk about how you can start your art journey from an absolute beginner's level. Please do like, share and subscribe to my channel so you will not miss on any of the videos that you find useful. Thank you. Bye bye.